Kwekwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with 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 Kwekwanan, only on CTV.
As part of the Frontline expose into the ministry of Christ in Ghana, we take a quick trip to Rwanda to assess how its president Paul Kagame has sanitized the Christian church by separating genuine religious institutions from self-styled, self-acclaimed and self-imposed religious leaders. Authorities in Rwanda argue that some unregulated, religious leaders have caused significant harm to the public through manipulation, misinformation, and practices capable of creating social tensions. Because this concern, the government introduced strict regulations to ensure that churches meet certain standards of accountability and leadership. Tonight, Frontline embarks on a key study of the Rwandan model and explores whether similar reforms could help safeguard the Ghanaian Christian community whilst preserving freedom of worship. I am Kweku Anand, and of course this is your weekend Frontline, coming to you live, of course, with your GPS following suit across dozens of stations speaking the feed. We begin from the very HQ here, or here CTV, and across dozens speaking the feed. Sunyane, our very own, picks the feed on Sunyane 88.1 FM. Western region is picking the feed on Tabi 99.1 FM, and then London is picking it on GOB broadcasting on modernghana.com and TuneIn. Still on GOB, the feed is on www.gobtv.tv. Plus Apple Music. The information super dial tonight is lifting it on 2 blocks. My CTV GH and the Frontline Ghana. Let's know. My CTV GH and the Frontline Ghana. Plus the interactive segments on a WhatsApp line 02029734661. Of course, all too soon. Another great week, has ended, right? And still we are observing, what you call Ghana month or whatever it is that, as far as the month of March is concerned. Tonight, it's an exclusive edition coming in. You don't have to miss it. Something great is coming. Fantastic. Following the Frontline expose that you know of, I started announcing this, that the Frontline expose is coming. Major, brutal one, very. Listen to me, I said it's brutal, it's deep. Yeah, it's very, very deep. Oh. You can underestimate my sentence, but when the expose hits, bam, I know same Ghanaians from various corridors, they will start coming. Oh, Kweku, if you take your time on this one, this is even as the expose has not yet started. I can share with my, my viewers and listeners that a particular church, listen, a particular church have already sensed the danger, and somebody is about to be taken on. Did you hear what I said? The expose has not yet started though, but a particular big church, a big one, the top, or if you like, the echelons of the church, about to take a decision about something. Meanwhile, we've not mentioned anything, we've not mentioned any man of God, neither images or what here. All that we've been doing now is we are giving you a prelude, audio recordings to gauge the space. You know why? Now, tonight, because of this expose is coming too close to your door, what we are doing is that we are teasing, we're giving the prelude. We want our listeners to know that we are not sitting here lying. And you know what? Some of the men of God themselves have forced this expose to come the hardest way. I swear the heavens, it will come the hardest way. I promise them. It will come the hardest way. Look, guys, you don't know how people are talking behind the scenes. But you know what? The danger part is, once they are talking to you behind the scenes, asking you to play leniency, asking you to this, asking you to that, the same people, they'll go back there. After days, weeks, months, years, they'll go back and then what? Hang your neck with the rope. They will tie your neck with the rope and hang you up and crucify you, as if that you didn't do it right. As if though that when it rained yesterday night and I was asleep, however that I woke up and I did not again see that the grounds were wet. The grounds, obviously wet, meaning that it's rained yesterday night. Really, I know what I went through in the first expose I did. The same charlatans, good, useless animals, connived, conspired, and started selling my name out there. Kwekwanan this, Kwekwanan that, Kwekwanan this. Meanwhile, they knew very well that no, Kwekwanan did all that he has to do. But you see, this is a country for you. So good, crafty enough to destroy people's enviable names they've acquired. Me, if I talk about you, one, it means I've asked you to come forward and explain things. You refused. Two, I'll give you opportunity. Explain A, B, C, D, let's carry it. You'll not do it. Then the third one is a quick. I have to go, into my world of court of opinion and tell my story. I'm done. And even that I'll do this, they still will say, Kwekwanan is all out there destroying images of people. Well, tonight, what we are going to do is very simple. The expose is meant to sanitize. The expose is meant what? Forced to regulate. The expose is meant for what you call church reforms. We need to have church reforms in this country. Whether MPP, NDC likes it or not, we need church reforms. On the heels of this, tonight, the Frontline is going to do something with our listeners and viewers here in Ghana and around the world. We want to walk the path of a nation called Rwanda. Rwanda war broke out somewhere in 1990 and ended at 1994, if I'm right. But guess what? Today, I can stick my neck and challenge any Ghanaian. Your professors and your doctors and whatever those people always talking rubbish. I can challenge you. One of the major export earner of Rwanda is cotton and what? Tourism. But Ghanaians, I tell you what, go to Rwanda and check right now. One particular hotel that you can figure it out, perhaps I'm not quite sure if it's in London, but I know it's in Amsterdam in the United States. is a Radisson Hotel. Go to Rwanda, you will see the Radisson Hotel. Big one, very huge. Radisson Hotel is one of the biggest hotel you can ever find in many parts of the world. And Dubai, yeah. Do you have some here? And yet, you sit here in this country and you proud yourself, the gateway to Africa, the beacon of democracy, a golden age of business, and many more. You see, your politicians and your decision makers have forgotten that, hey, it's long time ago that Ghana lost these values. Listen, long time ago, Ghana lost these values. It's gone. You no longer be seen in the global space as what? Gateway to Africa and those foolish nonsense talks. Animals. When you sit here and your politicians are misbehaving foolishly, stupidly misbehaving, and no institutions in this country, including reasonable people, say, hey, let's stop this behavior. We've painted a picture, if not, I would say it's a cliche now, or otherwise call it such like a nomenclature. It's like such like a nomenclature. We ain't going nowhere. It's all about talking and making all those noise and stuffs like that. It's not going anywhere. We are not a beacon and we are not gateway to whatever. What kind of democracy are you talking about? Ghana, what democracy that you guys are talking about? Well, tonight, I am here to announce to you that whether Rwanda fought how many years down the line, today, Rwanda can boast of about 30 aircraft sitting at the tarmac, including those that in the airspace. Listen, if you're a member of parliament, if you're a minister, if you're an opposition leader, if you're a high-ranking government official, bow your head in stupidity and foolishness and your nonsense. And what do me? Okay? How many civil war has Ghana gone through? Munka dates ni civil war did was in Yakum. Mo aircraft ne si tarmac no so. Oho, ye ba pesie konkonte. Fufu ye wo nkwan guso. Nipa bota so lose time no didi we mani nwa de. Why near the aircraft no man so onfa aircraft no koye den. Onfa koye restaurant. Oh, said bonia yetumi di na no na kwamete ha na ye kasem. So, ni ye ka enkromasem. E ye Ghana man, sana mo kan it I'm taking all your leaders to the cleanest. And nobody tells me say Kwekwana, you think I sound insolent, so what? And you think I care? Don't watch my show. I don't give a heck. Don't watch the show. Take your eyes off and let me do my what? My gospel what? Ministry. That's my gospel ministry. That's my calling. My ministry of journalism. I ain't got the time for your radical, useless politicians out there. For how they are destroying the moral fiber, the sanctity and integrity and the credibility of this nation. And if you think you don't want to be bothered, then that's up to you. And family home. Okay? Not Kwame Bisasem. Yes, Kwame Nkrumah, yajitum. Mistakes be brave. Na Kwame Nkrumah so yeah. Now so ye Bisasem. Enuma hodo na ojijae no dien ene yaya afa ho ebiom anamotuo ban ene yetu so far in order to protect Kwame Nkrumah's what left over 450 companies. And I said what dwene na ye edwentifo stupid people, lunatics, a Jimmy. And I'm telling any politician out there, right on your face, and you think I care, I dare you, come out and tell me, say, Kwekwana, this is not how to go. This is not how to go. Would you again tell us, how many years down the line have you wasted the nation's what? Pride. Tell me, how many years down the line have we not wasted the nation's pride? The nation's integrity, the nation's credibility. And you sit there and tell me, say, no, I got no right to speak this way. We all have to be angry in order to put it right. What me save your mind saying? Shadi amudi e Ghana we. Oh, me tell mind so e your say ya honhom. And during that time Ghana was near ye adwuma no. We ma do amudi e Ghana we. The same Ghanaian politicians oh, shakwa amudi Ghana we fast so. Wo the Ghana we e di didwa. And then there are top millionaires titi easily gone. Airport West, Airport Hills, whatever, Cantonment. When my dear the Ghana was here. The Ghana was Efa Diabeng, Kako. The Ghana was Efa Kobi. The Ghana was Efa Entoma. The Ghana was Didigawu. Yes. I feel the now woman say Ghana was Ghanaian politicians. I dare normally and some of the former girlfriends. Aircraft need to me to name within Ghana's airspace. I say be another airspace. Near a free aircraft and so on Samra. No message and Yama for Franco. They said they are former national security coordinator or they call it Emirates. Emirates aircraft in Ghana for the but guess what? Mamina or Dahono. Na Oshasuno, Merefi Mame Credi. Mamino a Ghana but Emirates for and on Mafanwa or ye a supervisor Emma Emirates I Ghana and no. Menino, one of their girlfriends who said, "Dear, Moka is our story now." Or ako through Emirates, na Emirates ni kwa ye late. First again ye late kakram Emirates 2 January. Na kwa sumeni animal abuabasa a foolish idiot. And Amaka said, John Mahama, make sure said this national security coordinator way NDC you get this guy arrested and prosecuted. And yes, sir, minim will be what the quantum of money. Illegal things or yawo Ghana at the core. Share na ya can we yo niaba your friend is saying akwano or another animal na my friends can overreact and more who have gotten the space to be doing what they just the impunity what they casa or Ghana na NDC for my idea mo show all right sa national security coordinator what Emirates maame no and I'm refi sa story no Wokoche Emirates mamino Emirates ye a whole aircraft and ye Ghana ya fenu mo all over the world. Wokoche mamino Shadio me mamini ko exercise one early morning. And I'm sorry national security coordinator omu gada ya tete mamino ede ade share maminity and omde ne ko unknown location. Ko torture mamini anyhow. Why? Because my many crime in Nane said, Wama Emirates, eja one of a girlfriend or you're on board the Emirates, or Konyo so Konyo. My many crime one. Yeah, Omo the idea shady. So story, Opa Minka in Rwanda. Google, who was this Emirates Ghanaian official who was arrested by Ghana's national security? Now, here's a story. It is no one kind of story. No one can just go make us say the answer make us what. Mudim kwa siasem o memu too much out me say sebe e mo in the animal farm so kra no wo mu nya sad ne da ensu nipa ma nipa ya wo bosun kon makọ school so makọ school ni university ha dim kwa siasem no ya fa no mu free no mukọ na wi a na wasofo na ba asofo adadafo akromfo no say dey am catch how many politicians need to say Ghana ways. No, they are Ghana ways. And they swore, you people are not that shit, despicably stupid fools. And more Jenny and a she team. And I'm when you what there. Ghanaian authorities, MPP and NDC, 33 years, despicably shameful, destitute rogues. When the aircraft they so when you want to move pia, a free ho. Send a bear who said, oh, honey, what fufu, you walk your bar, Pessian, contain me at the Gusso, Mani Padidi, more Jenny, who's a winning answer. Can you boast of one? Can you people boast of one? Rwanda, how many years of civil war? Right? Because aircraft are hold more and then they generate sika edema Rwanda or minor plus other stuff. Aircraft be a baby na the science kwasa sembi kwa ne so mate every presidential flight be a mobile tama mo president be a mo twu mumume musi hunkonwa eye hu dede another Jimmy talks bia ebinim go parliament or na akwa na yesi Reverend Fojo another fool or not a parliament mu ye dede obi akoto na aircraft o ena ne aircraft no waka se ane obehwe na odi ama se Ghana fo se whatever peni bia oye Ghana ni no ehia no omudi etukwan a ena esi on mu nkofa. Why not? John Mahama so rise obetimi use. Anna, so which one is which? So the energy you can say now so quarter aircraft quarter way na say for na say me amfa some kwe. Nti Ibrahim akoto na aircraft e dey asem. O say Ghana ni bia to me use bi. Including Ninian nti dey asem. Those cocoons, those baboons, lunatics, scavengers and fringes are their noise. By the way, has he come before your doorstep demanding an aviation fuel? Ibrahim Ababe Bisamo, aviation fuel, some for aviation fuel, man. Do we have any evidence that until me I see any evidence? Say, yet the budget akwato was a years come from Ibrahim because President used to craft it into me train means whatness. Absolutely balderdash. Absolutely, what sense does it make? Why? Aden. And President Adamoni for asasa bonsam for who fini be yasamoma Adamoni for be for so nani yete ha ni nipa saying and what tree omina gu aircraft no na mkoto omugu ye amona mukumo mu nyina Adamoni abefo who fear samoma oh said they are there talking for you are talking President Mahama use Ibrahim's aircraft na say biamfana samko whoever on Tiasin he should go to heck he should go to hell nonsense Akufa Dubai wa metra fence chartered flight mu wa metra chartered flight mu ni man na wo anamu visi enim nonsense wa metra mu anwo emase ayirasi na wo plane mu asiake kana mutu ona look at this photo way won so sign yourself wo Government. Na government in na mo presente. Na mo presente. Enumani na 1 to n. Obi ya na obi go kan kwaku. O de unyimti. Na Rollins mo tontonyo. Hey, stop that rubbish. Stop that nkwasi asamemintie. Look, that's why kwaku I have 1 million plus friends, but you can't get closer. Because what you can't get closer. No, I think differently. You said you're Ghana, you're no, that's why my show is different from many shows. I'm not ready to entertain what you call mediocrity. Mediocrity is not really on my table, and I've defined it for you. Mediocrity, how? We celebrate mediocrity. We celebrate what? Hypocrisy. We celebrate all sorts of foolishness that doesn't make sense to me. We are near the religious in Abekata, so say ye nyamesumfwa me yesum nyamema. Meanwhile, ye damoni for abefo nipa bone for ewudi for ewuka for ye na kabo me say man. Asisi ye say amobi. Meanwhile ya area. Government. Momi entrance. Ni yensu mama, ni emi say ho saying 69 years. What do we have to offer for the outside space? Guys, let's get started. The frontline expose na ebano anobe shepa. Makachos expose no it's in its countdown to days. Countdown to days oh. Nenu na yesha ni say no. As I say, you book company yakwashe say. Amaya bi enso the whole of Africa, all of these self-styled crooks, self-styled acclaimed and self-styled imposed and self-styled notorious, stupid, good for nothing. These prophets, if only some men of God, are destroying the moral fiber of the nations in Africa. What must we do? Why can't we make provisions to take care of them? But why have we opened the floodgates to allow some unscrupulous men of God out there a creative panic or how near in many Ghanaians' home? But then the most sad part and the difficult part, they continue to make themselves fabulously rich. Out of this vulnerable, out of this what? Oh gosh, human beings out there. So whilst the politician is crushing us softly, these men of God also crushes us softly. When they see what Rwanda, and you know why? A person say journalists become a then yes so to Rwanda crew no. Asofo no so ka ho bi. And inti oman penino oba na Paul Kagame or shading us, we need to regulate the church. Say Ghana ha, che Ghana for no busia for no. To make us as our president no esa sabon. Most for those are so for no make us oh, say president no oye den. Oye esa sabon. The reason why presidents of Benin seem incapable to get their ass right by making sure that one, we need to close down some of the churches. And two, we need church reformation in this country. Why not? Jesus Christ said, what nonsense is this? What nonsense is that? Now Ghanaians all the time, ye pay Juma meboa. Who pay Juma ye? Now why? Darky Ward Mills. Waje dear. No waje warehouse. Here they are Daniel, sorry. No business, sorry, more buttons. God, I'm looking for a job. God, I want a job. I want a job. Yet no jina. A factory that has what? Has been transformed into a church. Me wa hona edwuma mu no jina no. Obi hwehwe edwuma mu o. No ojina wan aginasare aso dem. Na ni refi say aginasare aso no be bia oye no no. Oho na a factory. No obon say dede yankopon me pe edwuma yo no na osofo bi jina nanim ho na one na kasa bompa ye pray factory. They've transformed that factory into a church. No be jina ahimfie kwanchankra ho no be bomb pray no jina ho a factory. No way business sorry no. Its fullest impact, significant impact on the nation. Bekachem say I saw no one ebo mine ho by stupid talk, useless idiots. Nekachem say I saw no one more year no many benefits on the kwan ben so. Check all the churches, I can't say schools being built by why charismatic people in this country. Why the patriarch Archbishop Nicholas Danka William, I dare you people, come and tell us, Muskuno, Mudemagana for including even your own church members. CG, Mama Kanjere say, and sorry Munipa Echo School free, and the rest of it all. Nonsense. How can you? I don't know, Mudi Yankupo Din, just say, I mean, Nim Damube Jai, Adibia, spirit of lies and what? How? Now you in Wednesday me picture oh Kwame Nkrumah factory no see or rice factory no burger no won say nchemo baby o me dey adane sorry sorry guys me esi na wo form o me dey adane sorry no mo team na so no mo ya wo mo ya no benefit ni na ma e ma o man yo e ba mo me hu say member of parliament be gina floor of the house asking Speaker of Parliament, say, quick, we should ensure, say, the churches in this country must pay tax. Why not? The church has hid under the cover of what? Profitable organization. Merciful, you rogues and thieves and rogues and criminals. Mention the name of any renowned church. Nianka says, sorry. And now let's mention about 4 men of God in the charismatic ladder. Nianka so me here for. Obasha say from Danka Williams, oye hieni. Ajinasare, oye hieni. Darky Ward Mills, oye hieni. Kwanchankra, oye hieni. ICGC Pastor Otaba, 5 of them. These are 5 charismatic leaders in this country. Now go and check their homes. Go check their homes and the kind of cars they drive and the kind of Please. Now we have a catch and say no. The only thing about me is that we have to tax their schools and we leave the church. Meanwhile, one particular Sunday, do you know how much the church carry home? After when you seized all of these factories and convert it into what? Into private church auditoriums. So there is a better future coming. I tell you guys, there ain't going to be any good future there. We are going into a massive destruction till we get there. At that time, the name new Chrome how. Oh, come in nice so. No one tell me my name. I see some qua. Ate. No MPP, no NDC for more son of Guana. Any plan of creativity, plan of innovation, plan of what? AI, plan of what? 21st century technology is abound. Now there's a Malaysia for no Jimmy. Over Malaysia for no Jimmy. Say no man or me the who produce ethanol. How? Number 5 abeneko na office omuko e de kwakwa ya benkwan kwan no medi. Momoko fa cocoa no e free himfa. Fernando po amode ban koko ne den amode ye moba mo bedua wie en enne mo ankasa masia seti eja e dia tu koko no mu twa koko ni gu because mo hwehwe den mo sini mu ni say e gold and am say no one of your enviable export earner mo asefo sa edwedwentifo. Guys, tonight ye ba be share the Rwandan chapter konya fa so ora Paul Kagame wetin ya religious reforms were close to several thousands of churches in Rwanda. And yes, on to me more yeden, and tax or why not? But who send Quasiasam no Mudiano? Who send Quasiasam no Mudiano with close to churches in Libri? First will be any so. And then you be say Africa, Ghana, Mona Musse sent a muy beacony, Diana Mobe, because Yahano atro abroso. And a many or minor in the very negative sense of it. What must we do? Can we follow the Rwandan path into church reformations? On the hills of expose and of course, tonight, I'm also going to play you a secret audio recording of a renowned man of God asking the young lady to do what? Anyway, gauge the space. Something dangerous is coming, okay? Na yentimi hwe sedia. Eniama ina betimi abeden ebeko. Nti bomodiana yenhwe se eniama ebeko sen. Great. Up next would be Ghana Speaks, proudly brought to you by Biogas Expert Engineers. Edmakwede, me no mana mo tuo na yetu ne. Eya sronko imprempren ayedre. Ye geje hu se adedi hu eye ayedene wo memu a eye de ben a eye water ensuo. Ti mimi gina so say no, mamemo na yenye den yentu boho man emma wate. Guys, mo fan two screens so boho eye ade a ebetimi abo imprempren kire se Ghana water for amayenya announcement no inzu no muntimi empompe ne papa na enyo mo fault a enyo mo fault eso kire se wow politicians here an agreement ni abre wo mo so yi wo mo say inzu no se gidigidi wo mo de nsekan kotokuro nsrada champagne trata enem ne niama bebre ekoguma wo mo ye den ese inzu no ebrikato mo pa te Ghana water for ntimi nya den empompe inzu no eno nti meme nkoma me ne wudi ni se wo ya nkwankra wo ti ofie a wo hwe se wo pe nsuo every day na wo de aye oniama ena na de me ka kire wa na se tiawa hwe na wo twe ba ko penim ni mienu ne yewre mu ene ye kotutu sa boholes we na easy na wo twe mienu mu ene ye kotutu boholes we bebre kanane ye tu a ye wi ya na ye koye baby but ye hwe di nyeso no ma yentuni yemfa mekire ya ye nuanom Ghana for na ntimi yeden emwa ma unhu na wunya ahotoso se nya gidie se bebre no matutu boho ni bia fine but there na eta happen say ye tu ya yes nchine wom ebi so ma ye tu ya na che say akire so aye na wotwe baako no ne nsuo na teko eiza there be ye ho na ntesa misraw ye tu boho ni etuni ye pa de amount se be ya wankasa no guarantee e wo ho ameme de ma no guarantee no eye den a guarantee ni ye answer say Kristo ebeba de metimi aka kire no Kristo beba no na kire say ensuo no etwa minim da obeba no so de metimi guarantee so no say Kristo ba na na ochina but eni wo mu say obeche kakra so no ansa na ensuo na ye den article there's a very good reason why it means I have stayed a while longer until recently just ensure honey baby so no minimum grow from no me didi nkomo na ebeboa nti mesrel bomodia na yeden na hwese ye betu bi diama wo fia na aboa wate ebiom biso anam work small community on ensuo bi ensuo mawo but the mesrel na say mu ye nipa ba mienu na mo ho a muntimi up na mumbehu biogas expert for ye baba be si boho no e baba be tu we no venese insuo no amamo ye tu boho no mamo a na mo ankasa no ni atena se aye nhehye na ye lay pipe akọ every home within the community ye lay pipe ne de kwa deɛ ɛbɛyɛ ne sɛ yɛbɛ make sure sɛ obiara ɔwɔ hɔ biara bɛnya nsuo ɛnneɛ na wawo fie no wobu nsuo no 24/7 Monday to Sunday back to back say yawo na bosome so a na makɔ ɛno deɛ na mo ne community for no na mayɛ arrangement bosome so a na makɔ gyegye mo water bill what you say dan sɛ wotwea ma Ghana water for ne lay pipe ɛfiri hihihifa ɛde aba nti asɛm a meken wowɔ Bolgatanga wowɔ Boko wowɔ Upper West baabi a mowɔ biara yɛbɛtumi aba abɛyɛ adwuma no ɛde ama mo kamakama wate afei so hwɛ o nipa ne bebree na ɛyɛ ana ɛyɛ sɛ o mo abrokyire a ɔyɛ sɛ ma memfa car bi ɛnkɔ na wɔn mfa nyɛ adwuma na wɔn nyɛ sika na wɔn mfa nhwɛ efie ɛnyɛ bad o ba hwɛ adeɛ car no wɔn de ba sɛ ɛyɛ oven o sɛ ɛden wɔn de ba ya bebree na mo wɔ experience car yɛ nkyɛ na ɛno ano car na adwo nkolase nti wo de sika na wo de tɔ car no fa ne sɛ wo tɔ no $4,000 mpo ubedru tema number 2 ɛsɛ obey duty of saying ka duty ni bom ɛne sika na ɔde tɔ car no na yɛmfa enye boho kɛseɛ bi wɔ baabi mfɛma ebusua no na ɔmo ɛntɔn nsuo just like that o ɔmo tɔn akyere so a yɛ bosome na kyerɛ sɛ sika no yɛde yɛ boho no wɔn nsa aka sɛ sika no the rest nya no yɛde hwɛ yɛ ho yɛde bi so tuatua school fees bi a ɛyɛ necessary so ɛsɛ ɔmo tuatua kama kana mo kɔm baabi so on nti wo yɛ obi a wa a private man bi a wotu fie a mesra wo sɛ mo wani mra ha se ne yɛnyɛ sɛ adwuma yi ɛmfɛma wo ebiom bi so kura na wosi wa wo dan ɛdan na wosie no ɛho akɔbɛhia sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ de biara no yɛ den wotɔ nsuo tanka ɛde ba tanka no a ɛde nsuo ne ba no ɔbɛkɔ bi a bɛyɛ na wɔtwe bɛyɛ sɛ bɛyɛ nsia ne na yɛ sika nti wotena ase a pɛ bosan na yɛtu boho no ma prɛ kɔpɛ ne yɛde tank ye mounted tank edisi wo ene ye pumping so ne di ko mu nzo ebeboa wo pa wo ebeboa papa ebe save you from regular tank and go up and down enem ne ade so no so ni nsuo no odi firi baabi no so ton amu wan ka say ye wo de what you say afimi di wie no real estate for mo amusisi den apartment ahodo bi ye see 100 apartment ana 200 apartment ana 50 apartment nsuo amu be hia ne nsuo ketwa eno na me advice say ene nche ye ba ni ye betu Venezuela boho no be nsia around ni a connect ni na atoto tanks mu na tanks no eno ane say plumbers ni masons no air draw nsuo no anapa ewia na dwene ne kwa na boa mu ema mutumi si edan 24-hour economy na ebi 24 hours anadwina na mu ye adwuma ati na me ka che ndisi for no say mo ana mo promise friends koko ekuafo no se mo betu boho la mom media kwaku me company na media dance ya kire mo no me company ni superb it is NDC for no mo bema mo aso aba ha mo mra me ni nkomo ni enkotutuma farmers ni na mo munya koko no eyeye ma Ghana na me ka earlier no eyeye ma ye na o me ahwema koko no nya because mo ana mo kan sentia mo kan media minim but me kire mo say ye wa akade no ewo ho ye betimi etu ama koko farmers nya nti mesro emfanya akwadro bomodia na biogas expert for yentimi meboa maybe bia na nya kama ye nnuma bebre mo amoniti ye si dan ye ton dan ye floor tiles ye POP ede abium bebre but me pese me gina boho what I say na eya ade bia hia de na nina no etimi ekoye edemamo great guys just gone past biogas expert engineers of course your numbers in the good screen is no hey guys mo man numbers in me ni mukakra na kwakumeni o say ono biogas expert for your numbers in the go na woni made numbers ma menka se me nkyerɛ ubetimi afrɛ numbers na nina no ebekɔ na emom bia na obɛfrɛ no na obia amfa enye se bia phones no enwu ye ho ye kɔ site a obia ye busy o nti ubetimi afrɛ na o frɛ no obia amfa both numbers ni na no ewo WhatsApp so nti ya ye ni easy the amount say ubeja voice recording e de atoso ana message first of all baby a udi message ni free ban ma ye hu ena ifin so nipa ban wo ye nipa ban na kire number 3 ade a opese ye ma biogas for me here we mu betimi ahwe ama me ana numbers in a good screen so of course for the purpose of those drive no mutie no 055 589 3001 055 589 3001 and 0546 205 377 0546 205 377 for the last 0546-205-377. Both numbers in no WhatsApp also na yebetimi aboa ma wetimi nya bibia na wohwe no na ama enoma akoye wate. Timesro Ghana ne yawo no politicians no omuni ade pepe bia de maye. Kana kra kiro. Ade bi omo se omo be affordable houses. So far, my main challenge woman 33 years of MPP NDC no mujrem. Bisa almost affordable house ben omesie. Catch them. Ghana man na ni wom. Nti ni eni abre no. Bisa afford the obetimi aya na say companies with real estate ni sisi da no. Jack na wako to bi ase. Na wutua ne kakrakra. Uwi a we move na wo komasmasa because when we begin ho no ma ka kire say ye ba be see affordable houses among they are goddamn what liars, palpable liars. Woman de kan sem wo anim se wo ni ho aka de oyi General Champon real estate. He realized that no, it is one of an issue he needs to embark upon and sort it out as far as the housing deficit was concerned. So genio a Champon who say me talk about we asempa me challenge mu na under the Fourth Republic MPP ni I dare you and I challenge you mu ma train affordable houses up and no etimi ama Ghana for say e ho atoe kufo be kan de den AU village rubbish Akufo-Addo obeka de saying which one me refi NDC Jomama Tamils mobeka mo de saying Zaglame na si ho no sesi obedu ho no oho na esen samampom window ba ko kabo ha na we so akaba ban no why say Roma aso dem a ye bo adoma ho kona kohwa de enkusie amokuwa enkyerebe nim pemire ajehof afa enkusie o akesi o akesi all kinds of what emwa egu ho enkyerebe nim pemire ajeho inafa utumi tramane hwe Ghana sika quantum of money ye de kokko share dan wo mi se yensima Ghana fo nya ba bi mfo mtinto there be MPP NDC no mo dia yo magro no mo di no no ma say Ghana sika and they don't care. Affordable houses emu ne na mo sisie ma Ghana fo nya ba bi di etiato na sukutu e champion or started tertiary real estate on one osisiye odi free wa 1990 ma jowlu odi ne sabe so mu East Legon North Legon owie no du kujina the biggest estate in the whole of West Africa eboa kona ko check it. The biggest estate in the whole of West Africa, a estate bear. Kutu champion is here. And I know dance so many estate. Menka Kwame Nkrumah. No. Menka Kwame Nkrumah. Meka Sojeni. Lieutenant General Kutu a champion. Siwe na bibri. Kaneshi Sports Complex kono siye. Champion. Yenema bibri. Eduane buya ma na obi edidi yenye eduane di just easy na monzo aircraft ba ko pe na esuwe kura na aircraft no mo ba pesi egum wisia ye mu ma se twom ye so gas wom so bidie nem ne ade wom edidi enkrachefo bubo tie to me wura aircraft no ko mani nwade o politicians can no makotem no mu didi hey wow, where is the soul of this nation? Is gone. It's gone. Your man of God, tonight, ye baba shadi. Rwanda for who say no religious bodies no wamumwa or mine, so they need to weed them out. So Paul Kagame say let's embrace what you call church reformation and regulation. San and Nipateo no say bibini no what Ghana and there. Oh, the movement I kind of I before on penya mesum well I say woman can be chemi woman can be a cheni bibria woman sorry a while KSM. I was working with KSM or Vibe FM. Woman can Ghana for say KSM you antichrist. Na 2TV woman can be chemi na mene Canadian na Kennedy mintu wenti me en holding your mana ono omo koya abasakom so ziade asofo ndo ono ombe finance fo na da hon won ade omde ye no 30th January won ade omde ye no That stupid fool no water crowd one or is even a prophet one El Bernard was siasa to walk a count siasem, and I was so shocked for Kennedy to fall for such animals and crooks. I hate them like anything because on my distraction, oh, me say so you want to challenge me? Me say on my way distraction, so but God has made provisions for them. Umina ya dadafo. Umina ya dadafo. God has spoken to you and I about them, but yane yente. Onyankopon adom hwedi edi ama me no mie na. You don't need to be told by me. Take me kweku out. Yankopon aka asem bia kyerɛw, wona semu didao. How say ni pay for wo mo ye adadafo because nu omura a wo di nechi we dada ni according to nyame asem a ewo ehemfa John chapter what? Chapter 8 verse 44. Ghana guys, move to me, there are two screens so no osino mu na ewura we dada ni wo mu so mu wura hwan bonsam Satan. Intin trauma me meka nkyerɛw and trauma wo sofo no nya ade bia saa de na wo behu sɛ wo sofo no dada ni ana so yes dada ni. No, be wise, be wise. Knowledge, you know, it shouldn't be say wo sofo no be ma knowledge. Learn suadeɛ na nkoasɛm no abro so. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 if I'm right. Also there in lack of knowledge, you know, it am ya den ya dane nkoafo bebre ene da ho no. You are of your father the devil, and the desires of your father you want to do. He was a murderer from the beginnings and does not stand in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Wonye ne kwafo wo mu wura na omosom ne ye dade ni ye bonsam enti o prophet fo ne omwo manimu a wo mu say your made your main ko bonim wo mu ne wura na da ho no according to John 8:44 makanya kire mo pen. All right guys, dey be na ekoi aden why onyame kana samatiti show and say we trauma we suffer ebetro say this or that. You must know say asem no kache no so en kwafo onye ne kwafo a nyame so no kasa ebiom empedo do san na wo kan nasem na wo fa nasem na asem no so abeye wo yefo empedo do san ana wo de wo sorry akwesi ada no a wo dware Ghana fo no wo dware ya te posh pabam no gina sorry afefede ni nhwehwe ni mufo kotnatra ho action chapel ho kwanchankra ho say enene wo mo ho ekire wo mo do mo ko kire na mo fi se no ne Nyankopon hwe na saa asofo akromfo ni gina ho na mo hwe mo din extort to say sika ne free mo thinking say onyame anoint o mo anoint o mo daben Nyankopon anoint o mo daben Erana mumyenye serious kakra wo mumyenye serious pa wo ni emfa ni mebi so enye den entoto nsenia no ni entumrika nwane mfiri de eba no wo. I'm telling you guys. Oh, Zechariah chapter 13 verse 4-5 Onyankopon kana sembi efa asofo yi ho kokenkan Zechariah 13 verse 4-5 ede ba sem ene Onyankopon ekafa omo se wo mo ankasa asofo yi ebribi banade na omeye onyame aka kire de o ose hwe wona sem wo Zechariah 13:4 na meka kire no ebribi ba kasa hodo ya muka here baba biba here no oba na lekusu osini na betwem afiri ho all of this ene da ho no oh prophecies ni nasefo ni betwem wo mo ankasa they will run away. Womu be dwane de chase enya dia womu ebeye te say me kwaku me a prophet kwaku ana na obe frem na majesu no dwane odibirike dwane ene da ho na oba how say I am no what prophet and I'm a farmer, for a man taught me to keep cattle from my youth. This day is coming on Zechariah 13 eba Ebrewe bao na wasofo ni bedwane. They will run away. It is a wo de wore enya asho prophet man gina yie emfa wo nto sa prophet no so enyama waso enya ontwetwe say mate prophet we wa na odimirika mate we wa na odimirika hweyie na ebre ne ba wombe dwane wombe dwane wonhu ni biom so because when we bring so aben according to 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8 e ho so asem bi ho yen hwe ho 1 Corinthians 13 verse 8 ene so asem bi ho dey asem na ho afi kasa hodo no ene prophecy ni na betwem apart from say Zechariah 13:5 na e ka say wo mo kasa kra na empene say e be from say edi no 1 Corinthians 13 and so make provision ho also love never fails, but whether there are prophecies they will what fail, whether there are what tongues they will what cease. Me na make say enye mi o wo nyankopon ewrade ene e kasa kire wi tie na hwe bebia nyankopon de wo fa diza wo de wontia tena ho kwaya na obi se okwaku o wunyina politicians and me nyina na politicians do mo yere me wa sofo no so nti na expose na eba big time expose na enne me ni gina so yeah every way ba they will run away way every ba ebe twam prophet Muhammad ka asem yentia the angel spoke to me an angel hey na wuji angel ni disɛn danono nyankopɔn a tumi na wɔsoro wasase simi asase ehye nenza wonhwehwe ono na kira kwan na wunya ono ni mu tumi ene ni mu arehemu ene ni mu akadie nyina rather o prophet gina ho asema o prophet de ka kira no say and the angel a osom no ese ohun ni say osusu say odwen say eye ne say Ghana bediye ebeyi ha na the Ghanaian gina ho no ohwe prophet no so prophet ne kasa kire say prophet ne su quote ni angel. Who is that angel? Now why na catch us say angel no so or your angel or boa prophet and now your angel of lies because unsua de ninti no on one kasa prophet ni unsua de no waje sa angel no on na communicating say yeah or your angel of God meanwhile then tis how and also nyankopon a kire yen wo ho according to 2 Corinthians chapter 11:14. And na Paul can asemo. Paul said, no wonder that Satan can also transform or metamorphose into an angel of light. Paul na can say, "Did na Paul can say? Did na Paul can say? Or and that no dey good screen is no. Into Paul can say, and na Paul nim say ntia no work as asem. All right? Paul nim say ntia work as. How many of your men of God are being led by the angel of light or angel of darkness? Na mode ni me bi di agro ha. Hwe. Ma men ka se me njremo. Uni ma de. Akwa bi kana asema o se akwaku na am say masa tron ho. Edwuma bi wo man kofa nto ho so edwuma bi wo ma wo mese enye den enkofa ento ho so se wo fa se edwuma no eto ho so a wa fa ho akade na so a ese wo soa se wo ye wa dwen se wo kofa ena onyankopon so kan de wo ba fa ono na edwuma no wa fa de pa wo ana but make sure se wo beye ehho akade na you must do what is of its righteousness according to Ephesians chapter 5 verse 9. Ephesians 5 verse 9. For we should be led by the Spirit and do what is of clean and of righteousness according to the scripture. Guys, move into a moment. Now so for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and what? Righteousness and truth. Now one yana me ba oswa osi he wonti ase enyi on the basis of this scripture an expose we eba the workers of iniquities la Ghana beeshe wasofa na so beeshe pa. Well folks, me do we see on afiyenra up next politics of tonight we take a critical look at the Rwandan chapter, examining the practices the motivations behind them, and the national debates surrounding the regulation of, religions, could there be lessons for Ghana? And if so, how might Ghana draw from the Rwandan experience to address growing concerns about manipulation, deception, and undue influence within section of the Christian community? As part of the build-up to the Frontline expose, tonight we take a brief look at troubling developments within some Christian churches around the country. Indeed, a shocking case of a man of God who impregnated a young woman in the congregation. A situation later ended in the tragic death of the young woman and her unborn child. Expose ninti yi nyomo we na the actual for you to gauge the space. Nya politician who some na mebeka from now going, because the expose it's in a I can with my hands I can count how many days left. Show. Anything na me yi we na church. Nya me nkwa na make asenti na me yese ya me pese me chose nya me nkwa na me nimo bebre sunim bia no munni akukudro no so mbe yi nsam na adadie boni a asofo ni di wokokoam hwede me be yi a kire osofo mu a ewre ya one ne wa so de me wabona ha mu mpre anyem no nya hwe mane nkore bebia wasan so ekukum no wakum na ekum akola yenwo na boni we politicians grow with dia onwe na ho but we men of God boni om he na unim how men of God omo kroma on my way mu etimi bo pass yenkokum obi wonte da ho men of God o ebo pass yenkokum esimesi men of God ni nam na tuo hyehyɛ na ho etuo pa ozu bemba mo hu se na etuo hyehyɛ no that crook mo hu se na etuo hyehyɛ o ko ba bia na etuo tuo di nenim zeka o ko kon se ayi ono onyimi yo now is but oba betena so dem no wa catch us share God's protection on you is unmeritorious this come kwasi asam na ma hu se jama na men of God be to no wa catch us o cylinder na o be buttons ni gusu here ba na cylinder na yema kwasi asem what to say I mean she say the nation has allowed these animals to reduce God's enviable creation. Onyamian body, you reduce some of the to say ahia. One guy said, my goodness, Kwaku, I don't have resistance for these guys. Tio, obey narrative. Take a listen to the narrative. How a man of God impregnated a woman and later killed her an unborn child. Take a listen.
A complaint was given to me by one of the leading churches in this country. A senior pastor up there impregnated a girl down there. And when the pregnancy was coming out, the pastor decided to eliminate the girl and the pregnancy to cover evidence. And he's still preaching on Sunday. He's also the one that buried the girl. He's also the one that helped the parents to organize the funeral. And across the board in Ilorin, I had to intervene in a matter in which a reverend father snatched the wife of his member. And things that are happening today, which in our olden days will not be there. You find the general overseer has divorced his wife, and he's still the general overseer. And the church is full every Sunday, as if we have no Bible. There are certain things we have just decided to look away from, because it's there in the Bible that whoever cannot run his house cannot run the church, and you are running the church by force. So at the end of the day, it's your church. It's not Jesus' church. A lot of churches I see around, they're not Jesus' churches. It's the pastor's church. Is it not scary that the World Council of Churches released papers about the state of the Nigerian church, that out of the 10 richest pastors in the world, 5 of them are Nigerians? Out of the 10 richest churches in the world, there's no Nigerian church there. It's worrisome. It calls for concern. Last week I was in Dublin. I was in Irish Republic of Ireland, and I went to preach in a Roman Catholic university that was built about 200 years ago. The Roman Catholic Church is the richest church in the world. The Pope has no private jet. Some of you are preparing and praying and fasting so that you will soon buy a private jet as a man of God. Please go ahead and buy it. But listen, the richest church in the world is the Roman Catholic Church. I preached in a Roman Catholic university last week in Dublin. The Pope developed his itinerary for the year and give it to an Italian, the Italian national carrier. That so month, the Pontiff and his entourage will be going to Philippines. They'll be returning so date, carry them. So month, the Pope and the cardinals, they're going to the Caribbean. Take them. whatever. The Alitalia has the itinerary and they run it as an airline. And when you Pentecostals come up with some of the stuff and the brandishing and the financial recklessness that you have put the tithes and offerings of the people into, and also recklessness in the use of power, both spiritual and otherwise, the Roman Catholic people are laughing. I live in Ilorin, I live among Muslims and I work among them. It's easier to convert a Muslim than to convert a Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic will be looking at you and laughing.
Iranwa Osofo nanka se kum no any unborn child no ono osofo nanso no kwe no okukosie Iran won say na narrating nzem. There's a big church in Ghana, very big one, presided by a renowned bishop. Shadi was so demo. Now this top bishop ni deputy, immediate deputy. Bishop ni niwa ono na ewo no no sa deputy no akwache obi eyire asa nipa no so ye pastor or ye pastor ewa so na emu na deputy bishop na akwache pastor yire ewa so aso de mu a pastor na yire ono so ye den otonu mu aso na wanyem no. Oh gosh, I need to say if you are saying no kra be yes anema we nem mo na moka deputy bishop no wakoche osofo ketwa na yire wo edem aso dem wanyem no. Another phenomenon that has largely grown within the Christian church is a concept of sowing a seed for Christ. However, the question remains, where in the Bible did Christ direct God's people to sow a seed before he blesses them? And then I open my door. Here, everybody, I open. Me here, 5 men of God. Come. And so I'm 10. Na mumbe provincial mo Bible no. I dare you, come and tell us where the mo sorry no mo kan ho a obi ante I have a national television. Come and tell Ghanaians where in the Bible God is telling you that tell the church members God is asking you come and sow a seed. Animals massive for you a 24. Someone we are Ghanaian now, so I don't give a heck about what's often so I Danka Williams. Not Danka Williams say Brana Besu said tell him I said so your chrome for. If Danka Williams tell you come and sow a seed, I dare him. He's a criminal and he must be arrested. Okay? If Kwanchankra tells you come and sow a seed, he's a thief. Ajanasari Daki Wadmos, any of them, because someone here the apex commanding the footprints of the charismatic. I dare you people, tell your church members, you've been lying to the Pope, you are lying all around the pulpit. How dare you people? You've been lying to the congregation, but you find your Ghana for no. Sow a seed of what? Also for be a big jail with him. No but catch say God is saying sow a seed. We yare only also for yamu yare. We one person educo sow seed and say we yare. You are sick in your brain. I'm telling you. I don't care how you people feel. I don't care if it's your man or guy. I don't give a heck. Now 6 years, 7 years ago, you think say I do a big transfer and Jane transfer. It's a damn hell crusade. You need to be a deco. Share. We just order that congregation. Say onyankopon so omunso a seed on here wonu totorbunso swapping once mapo bi woni freche to mi resoro ni asase na me ba wo asase a yeti so empoi nipa timi dwanenum say ani o hwe me wo ska yetumi hihye arrange say wey the world's what billionaire. Like seriously, the world's billionaire ni ahihye dia to ho ma wompo we are the world's billionaire. How much more the creator who created both the heavens and the earth? Hey, no, and I said you hear seed, a seed of $10,000. A seed of what? Mama so for be could be $10,000. Eddie man, I swear God, what Dimrika could I'm telling you. Also for me, so shame me by this time. Would Dininamu could come on, we are chrome for. Something must stop in this country. Why? Adena mo say nyame masa sow a seed. Meanwhile, Yankopon Kasanta. Now, who be Yankopon saying? Now, what billionaires supposed to scout? How much more do your boss are billionaire? One and gold and silver and me a benny day. She chronosama ujina pulpit in the woody. Take a lesson to this.
I want you, before you walk out of here, to obey God and give God a seed that you ain't never gave him before in your life. Man of God to man of God. The Lord says the prophet is not challenging you this because you got this. I'm challenging you this because you're built for this. I want you to release a seed tonight of $20,000 into the kingdom. The Lord says when you release this seed into the kingdom, your well will never run dry. Look at me. I'm not asking you. I stand as a prophet, one of the most notable voices in prophecy today. I'm telling you, God says, when you release that seed, abundance shall be your portion. Before you leave here, this is for your family. Move now. Clap your hands.
A criminal. Now, one more Kasaya Shomudin, but congregation, church members in notices, I don't know, their demeanor, their psychology, their prowess, their alacrity, the spirit in which they carry the message. Religion be that a Christus one in nature of what? Suppression and hypnotizing the mind, psychologically depressing. Obi we what dreams is here. $20,000. I said, Akwaba could be. He's also a crook. Selling for Amwako. On an ebana sem negotiating. Na me penasem pa. Amuze no on sonye papa. Selling for Amwako. Share the program be okojina se him found. Now all command everybody $2,000, bring it. God says come and sow a seed to selling for Mako. What the Mary tape number? Come and sow a seed $2,000. Now when you must say say do it with joy, do it, bring it, do it with joy. Hey, obini $2,000 and femrel. Now onion with joy. What be that? $2,000 at the time, not unfamiliar with any J Kwansor. Are you sick? But the influence is that God is asking them that they tell you do this. In a related development, another man of God has come out strongly to condemn what he described as what? A disturbing and a growing trend within the Christian church. Suicide doing suicide. Now, one of the best is here, of course, for religious circles. Religious circles no much mienu. One kasa we are so for no more condemning one colleagues, men of God. One more condemn more big time. Where the politicians say they go. And those are politicians, you know, when you say one no way so a drew a soft for them. Nacho nyamia sem any nyamia do say na mobile. The men of God now have begun mounting crusade against themselves, fighting big time. Listen to this one. Or two from our cancer biachero. Or no you suffer. Take a listen to him.
Because some pastors are using the name church and pastor to defraud members. Jesus, one man, fed 5,000 people. But in this our time, we are expecting 5,000 people to feed one man. All in the name Nyamese. So, you top work as ya to do so. Say, what a shame. Where did you see in Jesus' ministry that before he will pray for somebody, he has to give it? The person has to come and sow a certain seed. Bring a certain amount.
Great. Eyana me penisa say. Ankwese kweku. Matna hana maye patakon jekon bobu. Nemum womwankasa. themselves. Ebinom nso a onyankopon ema wo mu hu the light no are beginning to take it upon their own collect pastors, including to educate the church members to know God's fixed order. God's what? Fixed order, and not a man's fixed order hypnotizing the people. One thing is, he later revealed how the syndicates operate across some Christian churches in the country, using the concept of sowing a seed to extort money from what? Vulnerable people. One thing is, or to us, or sa extortion, I saw them many times. You don't know. Listen to him.
I was shocked. A pastor had service. Sorry, no. Ye kind offering no, extra no, away. Would my summer kind was an idea job, my crowd. An idea a job, and see that Danny and sorry man in toast, no coat and chinny journey. A drama. When you are inviting someone to come and preach, to come and prophesy, there's a discussion. If I come, 60% of the money will come to you. So, who he cry was in your message. I am not downplaying prophecy. I love prophets of God, but I love the genuine men of God. Pastor, get something doing. Blend it with ministry. Add it to ministry. Some of them are very energetic, but we are lazing around.
Afutu ni bi wo de man wa na we asore ba onko na asore kwa ya fa wate ebeboa wo ekwan wo mo sei nyankopon efie ni nyankopon di na ahomete. But I want you and I to stand up. My enkase onyankopon obehye ono ani din hu enum nyam no. Dia menu mi enu ye no, it is also to chase them out. Now one may yati asembi enso ase ebra me kan scripture na che Ephesians 5:9. Edwume bia ye be ye ne yema ehonte. Anything that is of worthy must be of his righteousness, according to Ephesians 5:9. Now, he later revealed the real Christian practical life to his members, stressing that Christianity is not about commanding miracles or mere speaking in tongues to fulfill God's plan, but about living a real and a practical life according to God's will. We are not signed to the members never say, and ya about over tongues now gas cylinder near feel you. Christus sumno a real and a practical life. We must learn and learn it well. Send ye belly no. Afutu ben or the mom. Listen to Afutu no mom. Take a listen to this.
We don't pay electricity bill with tongues. We don't go to gas station with our gas, our cylinder. Then when we get there, you put the cylinder there, you begin to speak bad out. What's what we? But what we are now, Yaman count. That's what we are. Oh, I repeat again, value your business more than church. Value your business more than. That is why this church we don't have any weekday program. Go to work. Go and work. Me, I'm working. Me, I'm there. Sister, put yourself together. Go ahead.
What is Oka? So Oyijuma. He doesn't depend on the church and the flocks. No. He works. Oyijuma. All your big men, our control sorry depends on the church. I sorry nama wato private jets. And sorry nama ote Trasako. And sorry into the mote airport west. And sorry into the Abekuni finish swimming pool Kasiano. And no meeting I catch your minu means or moko betrata donkeys in a for. They can't. They are deceptive and they are evil, and they are destroying your soul. For what? For want of their what? Their home keep. Me call short break, me ba. Ghana Speaks Extension. I'm going to play you a secret audio recording of a renowned man of God who is telling a young lady in the church something. I didn't know what if you are, you the Rwanda chapter, how Rwanda managed to close down thousands of churches. But the part one, but Monday, the part two, you walk you gradually down the aisle to the expose itself, which is in just number of days to come, and everything will be exposed. Stick and stay. I am Kwekwanan. I'll be right back. Great folks, welcome back to Ghana Speaks Extension. In this edition, before we examine how the nation Rwanda managed to shut down thousands of churches and introduce strict regulations, Frontline once again prepares our listeners and viewers what lies ahead of the upcoming expose. Tonight, we bring you a disturbing audio recording of a self-styled man of God instructing a female church member not to wear underwear because the intentions of this man of God would be to have an affair with the woman.